you don't.
No,
You don't need to.
you're just like You've got that kind of Hammer horror malevolent vibe of like, yes, Dracula is pure evil. He doesn't need to say, I am the master of the fucking night.
Mm-hmm. So I've forgotten entirely where we are, which means I'm falling to my backup plan of let's get Gnarl registered and make him the greatest doctor in Waterdeep.
Oh god.
Oh,
I need a refresh
Gnarl
because
empty.
I think literally all we were doing right.
Well, you guys had the grand opening party planned, and you had that go off and had to deal with those imps wrecking shop. You guys decided to go specifically and hire some additional help for Nemeid. So you hired Danica, Kelso, and Dasher, the Fiddlewicks, and Dasher Snowbeetle. Then, because of these imps, you went out and ended up meeting a member of the, if I remember right, it was... Why do I want to say Estelmir? That is the family of one of my other players in my other game.
It's the creepy people.
Woo, crossover.
There's always creepy people.
I mean, there's the Xanathar Guild, there's...
the Castellanters.
Mhm.
Who Gnarl made the acquaintance of.
Oh, and made fun of.
And she seems now more interested in Gnarl than she was in, let me pull up that sheet, Evander. Evander Cromor.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. She wanted to bang Gnarl more than she wanted to bang Evan.
Yeah.
I mean,
look, this can only help our plan to make Gnarl the greatest doctor in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
What, by being the first person to have an interspecies STD?
Look, you
They're going to name a disease after you.
Oh, thank you.
Luke.
Oh, I gotta say,
Currently
your
in
genitals
Waterdeep,
just look
they're-
gnarly.
Currently in Waterdeep, there are, no schools of gynecology, so you got to start somewhere, bud.
I hate you all. Actually, no. Richard, you're okay. For the rest of you, fuck you.
I'm sorry, it's not funny.
One of these days, we're just gonna get Richard to DM, and he's gonna pull out like Call of Cthulhu or like World of Darkness, and just completely mess us up.
It's a fucking horror story. Like, where was that hiding?
It's going to be like when I read the phrase from an Eclipse phase of Adventure, an undulating mass of uteruses and mouths, and that same sort of body horror and uncomfortableness I felt in that moment. Like that, just times 1,000.
I was trying to take a drink just then, you absolute bastard.
Those are words that never need to be said together again.
It's oh god. We recently played City of Mist, and the main baddie was basically this incredibly socially awkward teen with powerful psychic abilities. And the end result was a gigantic flesh katamari made of sweaty teenagers.
Hate it.
They weren't merged together, but man, they stank.
I'm curious what all the mythoi were, but we could talk about that another time off recording.
But yes, so you guys had dealt with the Castellanter family and have returned home. And a new day has begun, as it is. I'm pushing forward towards the next day.
So I'd imagine we've had
It
an
is
opportunity
a
to have a long rest.
Yeah, everyone's had an opportunity to have a long rest. It's now the 27th of Nightal, the last month of the year. And
of Nightole.
mhm,
Oh, nice. Well, nice. We'll get to sleep in.
Oh yes.
And it is partially cloudy outside. Cold, but not too cold. And your workers have shown up and a couple customers.
Rob
Kelsa
is
helping out in the kitchen with Nemiad. You have Danica wiping things down and Dasher.
So they actually are doing their jobs and being useful.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Rav is also helping out downstairs.
Okay.
It's uncharacteristic of her, but she
something's
didn't drink. She didn't drink a lot last night, so like, she's good actually.
Dear God.
Huh. So what are your plans for the day?
Hey guys,
Hey,
what are our plans for today?
I mean, we've got this business up and running for now. I guess we just keep it going until some sort of adventuring work pops up, I guess.
No,
I mean, we could randomly walk around the city until the Xanathars pop up again.
Could do that.
yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest. That they're still, infiltrating Waterdeep, like killing children, and like taking the clothes.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah, but
Maybe I did drink a little last night
And, like-
because I forgot about that.
And like mind flaying shopkeepers into becoming fronts for their guild.
All right, no, that's what I'm doing.
Niall's just gonna come downstairs. He's just like armed to the fucking teeth.
Yeah,
While everyone else
Rob
is just
goes
chilling
back.
out, eating breakfast. He's like, "The fuck are you all doing?"
Yeah, Rob goes upstairs, goes to her room, gets dressed for adventure, comes back down.
Does she just come down with just a bag full of heavy objects so you can fucking telekinetically yeet at people?
Just gets a purse and puts a brick in it.
Oh, that'd be such a good concept for a character. Someone who uses telekinesis for fighting so they pick up all the weird knickknacks they find while adventuring.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about telekinesis. You don't really need to do that.
Oh, I know. I just find it...
There's always there is no there is no shortage of things that you can just throw at a dude.
Oh, I know.
Sometimes you can throw a dude at a dude.
I was just thinking contextually, like you just go into a little old lady's cottage and you're like, "Oh, this is very nice." And she goes, and then all of them start levitating. She goes, "Don't fuck with me, child." This is one of the last things to go through your head to be a tea cozy.
They don't call me the cobblestone basher for nothing. I ran these streets.
Rav then also makes sure to she just like goes over to the bar and will just pay for a bottle of wine.
You don't have to pay for this,
We already paid for it.
He hands it to you.
Fine, but I cannot make this a habit.
Yeah, be gone with you. Are you gonna stand here all day? He's looking over at you. 10-4.
I'm busy crafting drinks while everyone else is listening, while everyone else is brewing up the next batch, kind of thing.
Oh god, is this the equivalent of 10-4's morning piss?
Yeah.
He just walks over into the brewery in the morning, taps himself into a keg and just drains.
Oh god.
Actually, probably since it's we didn't do anything too crazy. It's more like Tenfold never actually went back to the bed. It's too much of a hassle.
Fair play.
All right then. I'm gonna go look for trouble, and
Okay.
maybe drink this wine.
Uh,
I mean,
I
I was just gonna go and talk to like
Is-
the local
is
guard.
there can we talk to the thing with the four fingers? The three string. She's part of the
Three Strings
Strings?
was part of the. Yeah, because she's a Harper. Yeah.
Harpers. Yeah, they might have some more info that we can. They might have some info that we can use.
They
I mean-
might indeed.
We also
Yeah.
have that. What was that child that I conscripted into service?
Oh, the little goblin child.
Yeah.
Her name is Jihan Silverdoe,
Yeah.
or at least that's
Yeah.
the name she was given.
Little goblin child who was also accessory to multiple murders.
Mm-hmm.
And now she works for me.
What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, the worst that could happen is she betrays me and then I kill her.
She's currently down in
Yeah, she's in the
Skullport.
sewers. Oh yeah.
So she's gone down past the sewers into Skullport
Oh
to
god.
spy on Xanathar for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is why she would be the person to go to if we want information on what Xanathar's up to.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I suppose we could just take a journey off to Skullport.
I don't think one does not simply have a journey after Skullport.
Yeah, it's not a.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest place to get to. For
One doesn't walk into the blue alleyway or whatever the crap it was called, but
No,
we
'cause the-
totally did.
No, because the guest book kept fucking exploding.
Well,
Because that
I mean,
place was designed by an asshole. Who
But
apparently
we
now has some-
absolutely walked through it.
We absolutely did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, let's be honest. Rav, you're not going to exactly blend in Skullport. But
Oh,
Arius
is it-
just
is it
barely
the-
passes.
Is it the ears?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
skin, the flesh.
Is it like
The fact
being
that
very-
you're,
being tall?
The fact that you're not a drow.
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that basically means that none of us are going to pass.
Gnarl,
This is Gnarl. He would be just fine in Skullport.
I don't know, I've never been to Skullport.
Gnarl, you know the place they keep trying to ship you off to every time they arrest you?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's Skullport.
Wow, what a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, you can probably blend in. I can probably blend in well enough. Nobody knows what the fuck 10-4 is. So,
Eh,
10
be
an
so-
experience. Few can afford.
I cover up enough. I cover up enough skin that nobody's gonna care.
oh no, you just look like you're about to steal/stab somebody at all times.
Also true.
And by the sound of it,
Rob,
that sounds like
unfortunately,
you'll
has
fit right
an amount of elegance most of the time that doesn't quite
She,
fit
like-
in with the rest of Skullport.
She goes to like strike a very elegant pose, but then like stumbles because she stands on her heels wrong and has to walk it off.
Nice. She styles it out.
Mhm.
Well, right then. I suppose chat with Three Strings, and then
Planning on chatting with Three Strings. Okay.
I mean, I would say that Martha would generally like have set up a dead drop for.
oh yeah. If you're
You
a child-
have.
If you're a child soldier.
Yeah,
She actually told you to set it up at the dead drop at the
Trustful
frickin'
Ally.
yawning portal.
Oh.
That she just wants you to tie whatever note you have to a brick and toss it down on the yawning portal, and then she'll be by to pick it up.
yeah, but does she have a way to discreetly like drop a message for me?
No, she doesn't have a way for you. But if you want to give her a message, she told you to Just drop it down the yawning portal, tied to a brick.
Shit, she's a terrible spy. How does she actually get information to us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
I
that's-
assume I will drop the brick down with a location of a manhole cover she can crawl out of to give us information.
Mm-hmm.
So she comes at my pleasure rather than just leaving stuff for me to find randomly.
That works.
So you find yourselves outside. It's slightly cloudy, cold, but not extremely cold. You can see a couple halfling practicing music and dancing a little ways down the street.
Rav is. I think I understand Rav's casual style. Now, and I think the best way to describe her casual style, because this is what she's wearing, is cocaine chic.
Oh God, how big are the sunglasses?
So yeah, like big dark glasses, very like fuzzy collared coat that is like way too big on her. Probably lots of bracelets. It just really doesn't look like she belongs. When she's not trying to look good, that's how she looks, I think.
Are there like babushka?
Hmm?
Are there like babushka? Is that you? Because like all the jewelry and
No.
okay. But yeah, just can smell mulled wine being there's a street peddler with a cart that has a heated vat of mulled wine who's selling cups, probably stealing quite a bit of your business as people are walking by.
We just open.
He's selling out of a stand. You said, Ed.
Mm-hmm. He has a small little cart.
We should absolutely have a wine cart.
It's is that legal? Is that part of the guild stuff or not really kind of thing there?
You don't know offhand.
Would they not like have a? I was going to say if they're like if they've got a stall, wouldn't they have like a little guild logo or a little guild seal on the cart, so they don't get harassed every single time a guard comes by?
There is one, but it's been scratched into the cart, and there's some like small discrepancies.
Hey, this is a legal operation.
It's legal.
Oh, I don't believe you.
Well, why don't you come over here?
Sure. She goes over there.
I am trying to
Martha
fucking
is
rip my
definitely
balls.
going with.
Yeah, I think
Do they actually expect her to go over there?
Yeah,
Or are they just like, well,
he's just muttering to you. He's like, "Why are you trying to bust my balls?"
because
Here, have a cup on the house and mind your business.
Because you're stealing my business. That's why I'm busting your balls.
There's enough business for all of us down this alley.
no, it just comes over.
No, there
Why-
isn't.
Why are you busting each other's balls? I thought you were selling mulled wine.
I am.
So
You
what's the
look
cock
like
and
you
ball
could
doctor
use
got to
two
do with
cups.
it?
All right, tell
2
you
cups,
what.
you say?
I
Yes.
will not bust your balls. However, there's a portion of the profits are going to Troll's Go Alley. Aye?
Like all of the alley, or just
No,
your
like me.
establishment?
Troll
Oh.
Skull Manor.
Troll's Go Manor.
Yes, of course they are. Come by tonight, and I'll give you your cut.
Great.
See you then.
Canal, I was going to say, Ed.
Oh,
what
you
would-
can totally
what-
roll a.
Well, I was going to say, just in terms of skills, what could I roll for, like, good business sense?
You can do a. Let's see. It would be
Insight, investigation,
insight.
perception.
It would be an insight for him specifically, like to determine whether or not. Oh yeah, this man's not going to be here tonight. Both of you are aware.
Well,
Yeah, but
For
he
a
also
null,
will
just
know
share a
not to.
knowing look.
well, he basically won't be in the area anymore. Basically, he knows we're going to be keeping an eye out for him at least. So we chase him out of
Yeah,
our general area.
like,
So
when they go,
Yeah,
just,
you will have chased him off by the end of the night.
yeah, just as they go away, Null will just go to, just quickly side like to Rava and go, you do realise you just tried to solicit someone to share illegal profits from unlicensed sales activity in the city, right?
I have no idea what the hell you just said.
Basically, if we were taking money from someone who was breaking the law, the guild, every guild could have come and just absolutely savaged our collective arseholes
Oh,
after we'd set up
I mean,
all that time and effort.
he's not going to be good on it.
I know, just please don't. When we have spent this much time and effort establishing a legal business in the city, don't immediately go and try and start soliciting protection money out of illegal side businesses and have that money go directly to the business that's legal. At least have a second front we can wash it through.
Well, that's what we gotta get then.
Right, we're opening a brothel.
What was the guild that Rava was the organization Rava was in debt to?
Please tell me it wasn't the brothel guild.
No longer in debt. They've paid off her debt when you guys allowed Ingrid's grandson
Oh, yeah.
to work for you guys. But it's the Zentrum, the Black Network.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, we have to be part of them before we're allowed to put illegal money into our legal business.
Otherwise
damn.
we'd be breaking the law. Hey,
or some portion of the law.
you can't break the law here. That's illegal. You gotta have this permit first.
Put up the proper form to allow yourself to break the law here.
That just reminds me of a story where it's saying, one time stuff some street pickpocket someone got a lot more than they expected, and they say, "Oh crap, we were in trouble with the thieves guild. We have to return it. We're not allowed to steal silvers. We're only allowed to steal copper bits." Oops. Sorry, sir. We didn't mean to.
Sir, we didn't realize that you were fucking loaded.
I am only a pickpocket. I am not a cut purse. I cannot deal with this.
that one pickpocket is just standing there crying because they found a kidney.
I
I don't even know who to go to about this. Anyway,
If you guys find yourselves on Saradona Street, since he was right outside of Troll Skull Alley on the north side.
I'm just gonna hail a cab.
There's a few of them. Not many of them seem to be stopping. There's a lot of people sitting in them.
oh,
Eventually, a really seedy-looking one shows up.
oh, nice. Niall smells it before it even comes around the corner.
Just vomit, and
Aw.
the thing looks like somebody was way too drunk going home last night, and the person hasn't cleaned it out yet.
Rather, do you recognise it?
Yeah, Rob squints at it. Is that me? No, I don't think it was me.
Yeah.
There's a dwarf with one eye that seems to be kind of glazed, sitting in the front, just slowly going along. Looks and stops when he sees you guys.
Yeah, Niall flags him down. Going by the yawning portal? Yeah.
Wasn't planning on going that far south. Was planning on maybe the markets. I can take you though. You
Yep.
just cost extra.
We got the coin. All right, everyone get in.
How much?
Double.
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 How about you just drop us off as far south as you were going to go then?
To the market? Fair enough.
And then we'll just catch a ride from the market to the yawning portal.
Actually, I could do with stopping off at the market.
We can.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
As I quickly pull up the handbook and check the costs again for expenses. Since it's been a while.
I kind of haven't really been. We haven't been the greatest tracking these. Have you guys been doing that?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we have actually been pretty good about tracking because of the whole having to pay for this business we acquired by accident.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, it's been so long. I kind of forgot to know.
He'll charge you a nib a piece, so a copper a piece.
Oh, let's just pay 2 nibs a piece. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Nips is a copper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, just pay double.
Yeah,
Yeah,
second
double,
thought, just fucking pay the man.
Unfortunately, I've got no copper.
Yes,
Rob pays for you then.
Thank you. It's that
You're
I try
welcome.
it's that I try and split a silver.
I do accept silver.
Yeah, I got like some copper on me or something.
I'll get you back.
Yep, I believe it.
So this is an unpleasant experience for you guys going down the high road, just the reek of vomit.
Oh yeah, Niall's hanging on the outside of that thing.
Rob is probably on the roof of it. Just fucking sitting on the roof drinking wine.
Martha has covered herself in ice armor.
Just right across the face, just dead in that nose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a cart that has and what does Ven do?
How does Ven cope? There's enough room up here for 2.
10-4 just turns off his olfactory sensors for now. His is a lot more sensitive because he needs to make sure his breathing process is fine, but he can also turn it off when he doesn't need to use it.
Oh, he's gotta be able to. Yeah, like he needs that sense.
No, I'd say his sense of smell is great, but he can turn it off when not needed, like now.
Man, that is such a good option to have.
Mm-hmm.
Did Tyler BRB on us? I didn't notice.
Have I been muted this entire time?
Oh, there you are, buddy.
What?
No, I guess he'll sit up with Rava then. I don't know. Why not? Let's do this.
Sit on the roof. It doesn't smell like vomit, and also we look utterly absurd.
You guys do get quite a few looks on your way. Just going down the high road.
It's like they've never seen a half elf and an elf sitting on the roof of a cab, drinking wine.
Eventually, you get past into the castle ward and eventually to the yawning portal. Let me pull up this.
Ooh, Ed. May I ask, since we kind of spent a night, could I tap my ability Junkyard Hero? Effectively, it lets me spend an hour to reduce the cost of something by 5 gold pieces in terms of crafting.
Oh, go for it.
So if I could maybe flavour it as Noel just goes dumpster diving for an hour. And comes back in the morning having crafted out of an old can of beans a rudimentary silencer for his rifle.
Out of an old can of beans.
Yes.
So
Yes,
that still cost me 2 gold for like the finer stuff, but I've shaved 5 gold pieces off the actual manufacturing of it.
Yes, you may.
I just spill your beans, Gnarl.
Such a good film.
Isn't it though?
Ah. Although I hope it doesn't make the same sound as that foghorn. Oh no, I made a louder.
Oh boy.
Who just shouts, "Hark!"
I think you and I might be the only people who've seen in this call that have seen it.
If anyone here is sleeping on watching The Lighthouse, pull your fucking finger out.
Yeah, man, go watch that shit. It's so good.
I've already got a standing agreement that my bridesman group is going to do a tabletop fiasco version of The Lighthouse.
Oh god,
Oh boy.
Oh man, I'm ready for that.
that'll be amazing.
Anyway, you guys eventually get to the end and find yourselves in front of the yawning portal. Durden, when you open the door and go inside, Marza is still behind the counter, serving various liqueurs to these commoners, different citizens. You can see is it Hallister or Jallister? I think it's Hallister. Sound Jay.
Jallister is not a real name.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Hallister.
Although I would love it if someone were named Jallister. And also if they were a bulldog. Fuck, that would be a good bulldog name.
You can see Bonnie cleaning some tables. You see various people sitting and eating. You can see 3 strings not playing his instrument, but talking with somebody off to one of the sides of the portal.
Well, there's our boy. Let's go get him.
We're gonna just go and talk to him, right?
I came for an interrogation. Man, I'm all in that rage wine right now.
Oh no.
Martha's gonna drop a brick down the hole.
Rather's on the old Thunderbird.
Okay. Does the brick have anything tied to it?
Yeah, it has a.
She just walks over and just throws a brick at the wall. Fuck you, well.
You just hear someone down there. Ow!
I guess it's all kind of cutting off there. Can you guys
I
missed that completely. You guys are all cutting off there.
Sounds like it's for you. Basically, let me see. Marza is going to be throwing a brick off the side of. Can you hear us?
I don't think he can.
No.
I think his internet's dying.
Can you guys try again a bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
We can try again. Can you hear
Okay,
us?
that sounds better. Okay, it seems to have passed.
Okay.
Basically, you just missed that Marza threw a message down the yawning portal.
Yeah, basically to just say, come meet me at this nearby manhole to bring information.
Mhm.
Does the yawning portal sell bagged lunches?
Not really, no.
Any form of takeout?
Not really, no. They just like stew and like bread and things like that.
Not even like like an adventurer's lunch for people going down the portal?
I imagine if it can fit on a stick, maybe.
Durnan really hasn't thought about that.
Hmm.
I have a
Supposedly he
business
just
proposition
traditional
for you.
Wait, you mean I could make more money than the gold I charge for people to go down there?
You could sell them lunches. Not only is that just what, not only is that in excess of the gold that you're that. Ah, fuck! I'm drunk.
It's 6 a.m.
I have consumed half of this wine. Ben has consumed the other half. She throws it away.
And he's fine.
I'm pretty sure that's the. I'm pretty sure that's that cheap ass's watered down wine. It should not, even if 2 bottles would not get you drunk.
Darrell,
What?
didn't you have 2 cups of mulled wine as well?
He offered them to me.
No,
I didn't take any.
This wasn't the mulled wine. This is wine from our place.
Oh, that's I thought you got the top wine you got from the trailer.
No. This is wine from our place.
Okay, never mind then.
He
Never mind.
didn't actually give anyone any mulled wine. He offered it. Nobody took it from him.
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
she did. So that's I got confused there. Never mind.
No, he was offering stuff that was not going to be nearly as good as the stuff that she had.
Yeah, I thought Rabbi took it anyways. That's what she was drinking.
No, she got a bottle from the actual Troll Skull Manor.
From Troll Skull Manor, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that precisely.
Oh man, that is a.
Oh God.
I just get such strong, absolutely fabulous vibes from Ven and Rava now. It's like, yeah.
Ven is not that fat. I mean, he's a swashbuckler, but
I don't see Vin as rocking that casual cocaine chic though.
no.
I think he
he's
could.
not-
I mean, he could. He absolutely could. Give that man some fluffy ass collars, and he would be able to rock it. But like,
Anyway, sorry I derailed everything there for a second.
you're not sorry.
I just needed to fart that image out of my brain because it was just like.
Hey, whatever works.
Oh. So, what are your plans?
Well, after failing to sell Durnan on an idea, the business proposition of bagged lunch, she remembers why she had come here, and that was to
3 strings.
go up to 3 strings and bully some information out of him.
From sitting there talking, one arm on the table, the other his elbow on the table, hand to his chin. He seems to be deeply in conversation. He looks up at you, Vidarius, and I guess everyone else who wanders by. I have no idea. I know which of you guys want to come talk.
Oh yeah, I'm there.
Can I help you guys?
We just wanted to talk some business, see if you, I mean, a bard of your talents knows some stuff around the city.
Hmm. Uh, Not much right now, my dude.
Really? Not a
There's,
thing.
I mean, there's the issues with the Zentorman Xanathar guilds fighting. People have been going down the yawning portal. Mm,
Oh, Xanthar is what we're coming to ask about. To be totally frank with you.
I mean, they came up out of the sewers.
Yeah, where are they from?
Skullport.
Okay,
Memorial.
where is their bait?
Do you know anything about what the newest plans are? Why are they seeming to be doing with all the children? Like, why this sudden push for new behavior?
They're trying to infiltrate as much of the surface as possible. From what I've heard, they're looking for something that got taken from the Xanathar in particular, and it's kind of pissed him off.
Well, what is it? I want to break it.
Have you guys heard of it's called the Stone of Galore?
No, not really.
Roll history, I guess, or
Yeah, I was going to say some kind of history type role.
Well, no, we
Or
literally
Arcana.
heard about it in our first adventure.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
And
I
how
don't
long ago
remember
was
that.
that?
Sounds like something that I forgot in a drunken haze.
18.
It's
history.
Someone
Okay,
remind me.
You guys will easily remember it. I just am pulling up the information on it really quick.
Martha will remind you it's the reason they kidnapped that man whore.
Oh,
Oh,
right, yes,
right,
it's
that
the Stone of
guy!
Manhor. Galore, Manhor, it all makes sense. It scans. It's like poetry, it rhymes.
It does rhyme.
Uh,
Man whores galore.
Sign me up for that, though.
So we're a go on the brothel then. Manhor's Galore is going to be the name.
Hells yes.
Because I was thinking that and we do some kind of charcuterie kind of crossover. We call it the Sausage Factory.
Oh my god, that's also good.
So
Get you.
the Stone of Galore is a wondrous item that was made for Degalt's Neverember.
The old open lord?
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's no longer the Open Lord. Luckily, it's Laerel now. But he kind of rumors say that he embezzled a lot of money, and that the stone is some kind of key or contains some information on how to get all of this money he took. I know people that would be really curious if you guys found this stone.
Now I just heard the words "lots of money" and has just gone very still. His tail is wagging.
All right, so to be real with
Gnarl. 500,000 dragons.
you, all right, what?
Where's the
That's
privy?
so much.
Remember what happened last time you went to the bathroom in here?
I'm not going to get punched out by some random guy again. Trips over a bar stool. Damn it! Actually, no, doesn't even. Just knocks himself out on the edge of a table.
What were you going to
Rob
say?
is just like, well, all right, so One second. I must. There we go. Oh, fuck. I had to sneeze so bad.
Oof.
Oof.
So yeah, she's just like, what I'm really most concerned about isn't the money. God's forfend that I'm just saying that just now with my own mouth. But what I'm most interested in is the children being kidnapped and replaced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there
It's
an
been happening across the city. Doesn't matter which ward you go into, there's been stories of parents dealing with them or children going missing. You could probably find them anywhere if you look hard enough near the sewers.
is there any chance that at least some of these kids can be saved?
Yeah, there is.
All right.
They're starting curfews, trying to keep them out of the streets. But it's slow going, and
What is it that I could do?
if you see any of them, call the guard or give whatever it is a piece of steel. And he pulls out a knife and kind of like starts rubbing the edge of the blade to see if it's sharp before
I
handing
can
it
do
to
that.
you. And yeah, you've just gotten a dagger.
Yeah,
It's just that easy.
fucked it. I can do that.
So
But what I want to know, are any of the victims still alive?
yeah, I was about to say, are the Xanthars
Are they keeping them anywhere?
are they killing the kids or are they selling the kids? Because
They've killed some at least.
They
Yeah.
killed some. I have to imagine that they're holding some of them captive.
Do you have any idea where?
probably Skullport.
Maybe in the Xanathar's lair, or maybe Skullport, maybe one of their satellite hideouts in the various sewers.
I mean, sounds like we need to find a kidnapper and
Make him
make
talk.
him. Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
Well, I wish you luck. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, so Marta is going to order 2 pieces of bread and a piece of meat and craft the first sandwich and
In the history of the yawning portal.
Everyone in the tavern just looks at you in utter amazement.
What the fuck is she doing?
Sadly, not the
Wha-
first sandwich in
what?
this universe, but it is a rarity here.
yeah, and then she's gonna take her sandwich to go.
Someone
I'm just-
at
okay.
the end of the bar's like, ooh, la-di-da, someone's too big to eat their meat and bread separately.
You're gonna get crumbs all over your meat.
It's I'm not I'm not actually gonna make the actually fill this in, but just apply what's going on to this template, please.
Yes.
It's like a pie, but the bread is the pastry.
It's like first one, ordering bread. Second one, ordering meat. Third one, putting the meat between the bread. Fourth one, getting it.
Oh, this is dumb.
No, I was thinking like first one bread, second one meat, third one cheese, fourth one melting it all together. The toasty, the apex of culinary snacking. Anyway, let's
That'll
go.
cost you.
Let's
That'll
go.
cost you like a copper to get to go.
Yeah.
You guys head out after that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So you guys seem to have an interest in trying to find more about the Xanathar Guild. I would like you guys to pick me a ward that you want to be examining, and
Oh,
I'm going to.
before we do that, I do have a contact to meet. I did throw that brick.
Oh yes,
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think the sandwich is for?
fair enough.
Aww.
What, you need to keep it. If I keep her bribed with food, she'll keep working for me because
Good
I can't
mum,
always
good
be
mum,
the.
good mum.
I'd like to remind you that our two other options were murdering her or giving her to the guards, who would then murder her. So.
Yeah.
So,
Like I said, good mum.
so you need to get to the High Hillock Lane sewers. Which
Where is
are
that?
just a bit north of the yawning portal itself.
Okay, I see your
Right near Castle Waterdeep, like one of the satellite areas.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And eventually, you, as you're standing in the lane, you see one of the sewer grates slowly pushed up and out, and a young goblin in a slightly tattered dress quickly climbs her way out before seeing you guys and walking over quickly. Oh. So, what do you
John,
want to
you
know?
muted?
I think I might have cut out there for a second.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't hear anything.
No, I mean, like, I didn't hear somebody prompt me to say something.
Yeah, it
just said
comes-
so.
So, how can I help you, Marza?
We're looking into the Xanathar's killing and kidnapping of children.
Uh-huh.
Specifically, do you know where any of the kidnapped children are being held?
Yeah, I do. They're selling them.
Where?
At the docks. They have a boat that belongs to some weird people, and they're taking them aboard the ship, and it leaves, and another one shows up like a couple days later.
Do you have a name of a boat, a flag, anything we can identify it with?
The last one was the Bounty of Amen, and this next one is the Solar Dream. They're all Amen vessels. Amen.
Question is that the place that that Rava went to get the rage tea?
No.
Okay, double checking.
It's closer. It's not Jolt.
All right. Good job. Martha will hand her the sandwich.
Do you know how soon the next ship comes in?
It's just docked earlier today.
Oh.
It
Wow.
won't leave for like a few days yet.
When do they load in their cargo?
At night, so they're gonna be doing it for probably maybe tonight, tomorrow, and the day after, and then they'll probably leave after that.
Hmm.
They usually have like 3 to 4.
3 to 4 kids at a time?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Do you know where they're holding?
I think they just collect them and take them to some tunnel down below in the dock ward
All
and
right.
hold them for a couple days if they know that the ships are coming. I've seen them pass money between each other, so I don't think these people in the boats actually are part of their guild.
Right.
May not be part of the guild, but it takes a certain something that be willing to go through with selling kids.
Aye.
I mean, my parents sold beef.
Oh, your parents sucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
She
just gonna
just begins to like biting into her sandwich.
just pats her on the head. Then probably wipes his hands on his trousers.
Yeah.
Right then, I guess we have a boat to go screw up.
Sounds like a plan.
Do we want to wait for it to be full up so that we can make sure we rescue the kids, or
Yeah.
do you want to make sure there's no boat for them to drop the kids off at?
If we can wait for them to put the kids on the boat, then we've got a closed location we can hit. Whereas if we
Aye.
knock the boat out too early, they could just put the kids somewhere in that maze under the city, and we'll never find them again.
Yeah.
Plus,
So
this gives me an opportunity to get set up.
right. So, and she looks back at the goblin child, and you said that they load up for this over the course of a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow they'd be set to leave.
No, they just got here, so maybe 3 days from now.
All right.
They only deliver at night.
Right.
Well, we can get someone to keep an eye on them, maybe.
I can keep an eye on them.
I'd appreciate that.
Okay. Where do you want me to meet up? Or should I send somebody with a letter to you?
I mean, we're probably going to be around the. What is our plan moving forward? Are we just going to wait? Are we going to try and stop a few of these kidnappings before they happen?
Well, in the interim, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna absolutely wreck some fools that are planning on doing this, and then when it comes time for them to load up, I'm gonna wreck some fools then.
The thing is, Well, the thing is, if we start doing more aggressive attacks, they will know, and they might shift some stuff around too, though. So
Well,
that's-
how effective have the guards been at fighting? Are they being very aggressive and will be a drop in the bucket, or have they kind of been not caring too much, and us being more proactive will?
This is
them
maybe
in a lower
why I
frame.
suggest we have a chat with the guards about it.
Yeah.
Also,
Do we have any friends in the guard?
we
I
did
think
help-
we do because we killed that serial killer.
We do, don't we have some friends at the guard? Let's go chat with them.
I won't be chatting with the guard.
No,
I
no,
wouldn't
no.
expect you to.
No. Marza will pick an area in the dock ward for them to meet up, because it's close to somewhere close to the ship, but not immediately like visible from it, so that they can meet up and like check in on this.
Mhm.
Okay, how about Spices Street?
Sure.
Okay.
Where is Spice Street?
It's
Okay, perfect. That looks as good a spot as any.
Alrighty. So you guys specifically want to head back up to the precinct headquarters?
I mean,
What if
Remember-
Doc-
Was it the precinct headquarters, or was it the dock ward where we actually brought the serial killer?
Well, there's a precinct headquarters in the dock ward.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably where we're gonna go.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that is just a quick walk down Snail Street from where you are.
God damn it! I just realised Null could introduce himself as Null Hackerson, forensics detective.
Uh,
Do it! Introduce yourself as that.
That is the opening gambit.
I will back you up on it.
The thing is, the pun does not work in the fantasy setting.
Does it? Does it not?
Well, I use
on
forensic.
the isn't all the things that stealing these kids all scaly, so making a pun on fur doesn't work as well.
Hmm?
Hmm?
No,
Aren't they
I'm a Null, not a kobold.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying-
Knowles.
No,
Knowles are
I'm saying-
hyenas.
Knolls are fuzzy. They're
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
they're
sorry,
dogmen.
I was thinking of for some reason I got an image of a kobold in my head, so I was thinking.
I was gonna say my character icon is very explicitly a
No,
hyena.
no, John. Sorry, Luke. I'm saying, yes, you are furry, but I thought they were scaly. Saying so, you being an expert in that means you. Yeah, it didn't work at first. So now that I know the fuzzy, never mind.
Well, I mean, they're humans mostly, or elves probably, because
Unless one of them's got a really bad
Racism.
case of the shingles.
Oh no.
Oof.
Oh, itch is so
Shingles? That's the line that we draw.
good.
It's fucking shingles jokes. That's what we go. That's when we shake our heads and go, "No, too far, man."
That's the low watermark of our sense of humor, apparently. In a game where we've been talking about child murder and a bunch of other really weird shit.
Mhm.
No, we
Anyway,
haven't made jokes about that one.
but anyway,
To be fair,
Nala's going to
That-
just walk into the club like, "What up? I got a big pseudo penis."
As you guys are walking down Sale Street to get to the precinct, Ven specifically,
Oh no.
you have as you're walking along, one of the street criers just kind of walks up to you and pushes their news sheet into your hands, saying "free paper," and then continues just walking. Like he has a satchel with like his papers, and he seems to be moving along the street in the opposite direction.
All right, I am going to casually inspect the paper.
Yeah. No. It
First
looks
of all, is there
like it's
something inside of it?
there is nothing inside of it. It looks like it's called the Outlook Dispatch, and the dating seems to be wrong on it. Just it seems like it's either dated for last year, or it's yes, the Outlook.
Okay,
I'm not going to
first,
partake in these jokes.
The
This is where I draw a line.
the large print on it, specifically, just like the opening thing when you roll it open, it says "Explosion in the North Ward." It's seems like it's dated for the 7th of the month of Hammer, so the first month of the year.
and is that next month?
hmm
But
As you read the article, it's talking about how 11 were found dead in the northern ward due to a large explosion. It says that the City Watch is telling the investigators of this article that it's under investigation and that they have no comment at this time. Uh, and then it goes into some dry diatribe of what it could be increased gang warfare between the Black Network and Xanathar's Guild, a disgruntled city resident using nefarious, dangerous magic, or the work of an artificer. And it comments about having seen a knoll at near the scene of the crime with some various devices.
Huh.
There's also a thing talking about blessing of Tyr is upon us, and it's talking about how the hospice of Saint Lopson is cautiously planning on serving a soup and bread to the needy every other day for the rest of Hammer, Altric, and Chess. That one father, Osmir, says that the tithes from the Church of Tyr have been more plentiful this year, and that it's the ward's duty to help the downtrodden during this harsh winter. And last but not least, there's a in very small print down towards the bottom. It says Bernard is missing. The Harfarth family is willing to reimburse anyone who can lead to the return of the ever popular Bernard. As we all know, he is well known around the North Ward as a champion wrestler, a notorious drunk. The Harfarths are worried that he will get into trouble with the guard and want to get him back to the menagerie as quickly as possible. But yeah, other than that, there's just some various articles.
And you said this is dated for last year, the last month of the year, or is it actually
Or
kind of?
for a week out, it's about 10 days away from the 7th of Hammer.
What was that last one? Bernard is missing, and who
Yes,
wants
Bernard
him?
is. The Harfarth family.
Okay.
They're one of the noble families in the.
Oof.
I thought you said Harper, so I was like,
No, Harfarth. Let me put that down in chat for you. Specifically. Oh. And get that over to there.
Why is it?
Just a weird newspaper. It's either out of print or predicting the future.
My guess is predicting the future. What's it predicting?
There's going to be an explosion in North Ward. May or may not be caused by thumb to gnarl.
Excuse me. What?
Why are you blowing up North Ward?
I'm not blowing up North Ward.
We got something that said.
Apparently, you are.
Well,
There's
Something-
that.
don't believe everything you read.
Any other anything we can act on now to try and stop it from happening?
It says they don't know why, but like they think there might be an artificer at work, and point out that you have your gadgets and were near the scene of the crime. Apparently.
All right. So you know what's a fair thing to do? Try to find out if that's actually is this has happened or not.
So there's that. Something named Bernard or someone escaped. Some rustler. It's a rustler, but the thing is that it apparently escaped from the Harfalt's family's menagerie. So I'm willing to bet it's some sort of animal.
Yeah, or.
And
And
the Church of Tears, helping the homeless every other day.
for the escaping
Well,
wrestler,
specifically, one of the
Church of-
hospices,
Okay.
hospice of Saint Lesbon, they get their tithe from the Church of Tyr.
I guess my question is, for that missing wrestler, how long ago did they say he's been missing for, and what's the date of the paper?
It doesn't say specifically when he went missing, but the paper is dated for the 7th of Hammer.
10 days from now.
Mhm.
So, question: do I know? I mean, I know I'm not super local, but do I know about this?
Go give me a history if you want to get a check on Bernard.
Yeah.
Nope. Not the greatest roll. Oof.
You have seen him at work specifically. Then, they will take him from the menagerie and go to various taverns where people like to wrestle because they think it is hilarious to witness people wrestling bears. He is a black bear.
It's a rustling barrel, right?
Right.
I'm all in for a wrestling bear.
So we've already adopted a goblin. We're about to adopt a bear.
We have a robot and a kobold and no robot and
Not a fucking kobold. Not that I've got anything against kobolds.
He's a null.
I literally have like
No,
4 feet on a kobold. About 2 foot in breadth.
Besides, all you guys know are that kobolds are assholes.
Also
True.
fair.
also fair, yeah. Sorry, it's just my I don't know why I keep on saying kobold right now. I got kobold and keep on coming to his head. So whatever else I'm trying to say.
Damn it, Tenfold, do you need to defragment?
Might need to.
Just think of a hillock, and you'll be fine.
Right then. So, current. We should probably check in. What when we're talking to the police, we're like, hey, has Bernard the black bear gone missing at all?
Yeah.
And if they're like, no, what in the actual hells are you talking about? Then totally predicting the future, and Harl's gonna blow up northward.
We'll just
Well,
stop.
it depends on if it's happened yet or it happened though, because it might have happened a longer ago, and they're still reporting on it.
I just like to say I'm feeling very oppressed right now.
I don't know why you're gonna blow up north. Maybe it's for a good cause.
Now, were
I'm
you even
not-
in the city a year ago?
No.
Well, there you go. Unless there's another Knoll artificer wandering around, I think we can safely say that the paper is either predicting the future or just full of shit.
Hey, paper,
Also
you full of shit? Full of shite.
We'll be in a minute. Let me go to the privy.
Oh.
But yeah, you make it down to the precinct just fine. Just going down Stale Street after talking about this odd paper.
So yeah.
Follow-up question I'm asking really late. Did the little shit steal my wallet?
No. In
Okay.
fact, when you turn back, there is nobody there.
Doodle-doo.
What did you expect?
I mean, that is what I expected. I just want to be sure.
Fucking ghostly newsboy. But yeah, I'm assuming there's like a couple of guards outside the front of the precinct.
Mm-hmm.
No, we'll just walk up to them, raise a hand. Morning. Be here to have a quick discussion with your desk sergeant.
Right. Okay. Well, in you get.
Oh, thank you.
They just keep making our job easier.
Hang on a second.
Wait a second.
So does not walk in and immediately get put under arrest?
No, he doesn't. Although that was probably a joke at Gnarl's expense.
Ah. Help.
Probably a joke at Gnarl's expense.
More of a joke at Luke's expense, but okay.
Anyway, you guys... yeah, there's no problem getting in there and finding the officer who's at the desk and sitting there waiting. You see various other officers in the back, either getting off of shifts or getting onto shifts.
Yeah, I'll just rest his arms on the desk. Just look over at the others. Do you mind if I explain this?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Which part are you trying to explain?
The whole. I'm just going to explain. He turns back to desk
Real-
sergeant.
I will say I will be a bit more subtle about Bernard and just like chat about Bernard with some people. And if they're like, "Oh, he's been kidnapped just today," I'll be like, "Gasps!"
I
Like-
thought we were here for the child kidnapping.
Yes, not the bear can wait.
To be fair, you did say we'll ask about that too.
Yeah, but
Okay, we're prioritizing.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just rest his arms back on the counter. Right. My name's Niall Hackerson. I helped consult on the serial killer case down in this area a couple of days ago.
I knew your face looked familiar.
It's pretty unique at the moment. I can fully appreciate that.
It is.
We've been looking into something else that's been happening around Waterdeep at the moment. We wanted to know how much you've been taking involvement in this. There's been a rash of child disappearances.
Yeah, there has.
Now, we've been developing a source, which we're not openly able to divulge right now, who has given us a fairly good lead on what might be happening to these children. Allegedly, they're being stored and then shipped out via the docks. We were curious to know if there had been any patterns you detected, or if there had been any kind of commonality in where the locations have been. We appreciate clearly you would want to take care of this yourselves, but we wanted to lend a hand where possible.
There's a lot of ships in the dock. Do you have any more information that you can divulge?
That's what our source will be working on.
Okay.
All we know is we've probably got a day or two in hand.
Right. Well, talk to the captain about some spot inspections on the ships. Do you know what size of ship it is at least?
As of right now, all we know is it's not going to be a massive amount of children. It's maybe only going to be maybe 2 or 3.
We did get a name though, didn't we?
Did we get a name of the ship? The only thing is, I'm concerned that I don't want the guard to go and spook I don't want the captain to go and spook the crew.
That's fine.
Yeah. Martha will come up and say, "We're wondering what the guard is doing to prevent the kidnappings in the first place, and if there's any way we could help out with that."
Here within the dock ward, we're specifically requiring that most of the youth either get home after dark or that they find themselves a safe
So, curfew, basically.
yeah, we'll do it at curfew.
Any more disappearances since you started that, or?
A lot less of them.
So they're still being able to grab them.
Do you know if any of these are directly from their homes, or are these more the ones that we're trying to find, like, safe spaces?
Mostly only on the streets. We haven't had any families saying that they were broken into.
Yeah, it'd be a lot more public if people were being taken from their homes. Alright, well, you seem to be doing everything right. I would appreciate if you don't step up patrols on the docks at the moment. If the crew are spooked, or if the people shipping the kids get wind that the guard are onto them, they may delay or possibly even kill the kids. It'll be safer if they think that it's safe to bring them onto the boats. At that point, we'll be able to capture them all in one location and make sure the kids are safe.
Right. I'll let the captain know. You're all located at, let's see here, he's shuffling through some paper.
Trollskull Manor.
The Trollskull Alley. Yes.
Yes.
Trollskull Manor. We'll be sending somebody by. You said that there was a few days before this happens?
We're thinking 1, maybe 2 days. So, time is of the essence.
Well, when you know where they are, come to the precinct. We will send a retinue of guard with you.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate the help. Oh, by the way, just let your friends know. First drink on a Saturday night over at the Trollskull Manor is free for guards.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. Just this Saturday or every Saturday?
We'll see how the first Saturday goes.
Right.
Gunnar just turns around and beams. No one's gonna rob the tavern now. Oh no. Oh no. Wait a second, we're not committing any crimes on in that particular property. We're fine.
You've just let another ward's guards know that you're specific in, like, a bar in the North Ward has free drinks. First free drink.
Oh dear.
Well, is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I don't think so, unless there's anything you think we can help you with. I suppose there is one thing. We were handed... Takes the little newsletter. We were handed this. A little way back outside. None of this happened last year, did it?
No.
Because in which case, I would be maybe keeping an eye open around these areas just in case something like these does happen. Because I will tell you right now, he just points at the main one and goes, I have absolutely no intentions in blowing up any area of this city.
Oh, this is the Outlook dispatch. It's rubbish.
I mean, rubbish to the point where they're actually falsifying the future's news.
Are they that rubbish that they print news of the future, or are they?
Oh, they're just trying to make scandals all the time.
It's not even in date.
I guess that's the thing. It's not. It's kind of
Explosion in North. Work of artifice used by a knoll?
No, just kind of shrugs and goes, like, I don't, like, he kind of gestures to his rifle and goes, that's about the most dangerous thing I have on me right now. And I don't work with explosives.
You've been making enemies with the paper?
Noel has to kind of look away for a second and go back over the last couple of days and goes, I've pissed off a lot of people. I don't think I've pissed off any publications yet.
Yeah, okay.
That said, give me time.
It's odd. I could check to see if it's magic if you'd like.
I think we can probably look into that, but maybe just like notify this family that their bear might get loose.
I'll do that.
And also that sending out bears to wrestle people is a bit fucking weird.
Oh, it's great fun.
I mean, have they, like, declawed or detoothed him?
Why would you do that to poor Bernard?
Oh, in which case that sounds perfectly fair. It's a life experience. It's a learning experience for those who survive, and it's good entertainment for those who don't.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
What, you don't believe in the afterlife? You arrive.
Oh, that's what you're getting at. Okay, now it makes sense.
You arrive at the gates of your afterlife, and whatever saint there is there to gatekeep you goes, what the fuck was that, you goddamn idiot?
Right. That's the joke you were making.
Yes.
It went way over my head.
Oh, yes.
Eh.
Or they pat you on the back and give you some mead.
Depending on the
You did die in glorious combat, so even though it was a stupid combat, it's still glorious combat. So they would probably pass you a jar of meat and let you have fun and tell your friends.
It'd probably be in a sippy cup, just to be condescending.
Yeah.
Meat in a sippy cup, fuck's sake. Okay. I've just realised as well that Bear is a notorious drunk. Oh god. Robin's just gonna go out, get fucked up, and wrestle a goddamn drunken bear.
I have no guarantees that I haven't already done that. What I can guarantee is if I did, I don't remember.
When we encounter that bear, the bear just looks at Robin and knows a moment of mutual, oh, it's you! We were both too fucked up to remember.
Because of her partying state, she might have advantage on animal handling checks, specifically for Bernard.
Hell yes.
I love it. Oh, the dumbest shit. Okay, so I think that's everything we can do over here with the guards.
Mm-hmm.
Right, where to next?
You question the guards. You know that there's a ship down in the harbor. What are your guys' plans and/or goals now? You said you were going to be looking for specifically bandits?
Well, Kidnappers mostly, but
Kidnappers. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I think effectively the plan now is to just decrease the number of kidnapped children by by vigilance and application of violence.
Basically,
Fair.
that sounds basically, see if we can hunt down any hints or find any cases of missing children and follow that lead kind of thing.
Mhm.
Actually, what instead of going that way, wouldn't that might be better saying ask the police out of character saying ask the police for any of the families who might have missing children or something, and then go there and get more information and try and trail it back.
I mean, not really, because the point is that the missing children are either already dead or they're going to be put on this boat. So we're gonna either get them or not. We don't really.
Well, I'm saying the best lead might just be to find one of the families who had a child who's gone missing and try and get more information and follow any trail we can find from there instead of trying to wander around hoping for something.
You could try and do that. I would make you guys roll and investigate for whatever ward you planned on trying to do that in.
Alternatively, don't we know a profile, like a detective who lives on our street?
You do. Vince, if I remember right. Let me check. The
Yeah,
most
doesn't he?
noir
If you do,
character possible.
Yes, I was going to say, how gritty and hard-boiled is he?
You only saw him a little bit. His name is Vincent Trench, though.
Oh, fucking Vincent Trench, god damn it.
That is the most noir BS ever, and I love it.
I just went from naught to pissed off in about a nanosecond the minute I remembered that. Fuck you, Ed.
What is... Okay, so I missed some shit. But I
We're gonna
came
go
back
talk-
to...
I'm just reminding that one of the residents who lives nearby you guys, in Troll Skull Alley, is his name is Vincent Trench,
He's a private detective.
and he also does a clipping service.
Oh, it's delightful.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did we learn from the police?
Specifically, you learned that. Let me go back to that. That there have been children disappearing. Specifically, they told you that they are setting up a ward around the city, like setting up just curfews for children. You guys told them that they shouldn't increase their searches of the docks because they might spook whoever is smuggling these children outside of the city. And you asked them to send a message to the Thoth family, asking
Okay.
if Bernard is missing.
Okay,
And if not, keep an eye on him.
fair enough. Okay, then.
And you guys were planning on thinking about trying what to do to
Catch some of these child
catch some of them,
kidnappers.
like asking families like what they knew about where their children were supposed to be or what streets they were supposed to be going down when they got kidnapped, whether or not finding somebody specific like who's a detective already who might know more information. And you guys specifically brought up that isn't there that investigator up in Troll Skull? And yes, I informed you guys that there was indeed Vincent Trench.
If you guys want to hit the pavement, I can check with Mr. Trench. Pavement, stone, whatever.
if you're going to talk to Mr. Trench, maybe bring him this news to add to his clippings.
Sure.
he might be interested. If he's familiar with the paper, he might know whether or not this is an incredibly specific hoax.
Sounds good. I'll bring this to him. And meet up back at Trollskull Manor come evening.
Well, it sounds like most of the actual kidnappings have happened in the evening, so
Meet up at Trollskull Manor at night. And at midnight, 10 o'clock, something like that.
sure.
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 So
I will go speak with Mr. Trench and will patrol the area around Trollskull just in case I happen to possibly come upon any would-be kidnappers.
are you
in the event.
specifically, the rest of you, are you specifically going to be searching around the dock ward, or which ward are you guys wanting to investigate? Because like you said, it's been happening across the city.
Do
Well-
we want to pair up and maybe patrol a couple of different wards?
I mean, if we're pairing up, Marza will definitely go with Rava, because
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be fine.
mm,
Just in case, you should just travel in groups in case anything happens.
We're gonna be right by Trollskull. I'm gonna be near Trollskull. If nothing else, I can always run back home.
fair. All right.
Not that I wouldn't mind the company, but we can spread out a little better.
All right.
I guess I can.
Well, I think, given our general combat prowess, me and 10-4 should split up.
I
Probably.
can go with 10-4. We're both pretty quick on our feet, so
Right.
Okay.
Alright.
And so, Gnarl,
Yep.
which district do you want to patrol?
Thinking of trying to find one of the poorest wards, because that seems like the place where there's going to be one, the most kids, and two, the easiest pickings.
The field ward is the poorest ward.
Field ward it is then.
Mhm. Since it was an extension to the city, that's just a slum ward.
So even if we don't find a kidnapping, we're probably going to get mugged.
Someone can try.
Inner city poverty.
in that case, want to stay here in the dock ward.
No, I'm totally down for that.
Well, I'm talking to
I'm talking to 10-4.
10-4.
Sure. We can try and talk to some of the families in the area and see what we can find in.
Okay.
I thought we were specifically not doing the dock ward because
Well,
we told the guards not to do this
Okay,
exact
then.
same
Yeah,
thing.
you're right.
for-
Yeah. Sorry. You're right.
In that case,
I guess we can check with the guards which dock has the most disappearances and go from there, I guess.
if we want to keep it away, maybe we just go southern ward then. Like just
that
to-
would be the second most impoverished ward.
perfect then. Southern
Sure.
ward it is.
Southern what it is, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have you guys give me an investigation check, and you're working together in teams of two. Do one of you want to give me a check at advantage apiece for each of the groups?
I mean,
My-
my investigation is 6, so unless
my investigation is 3, so and that's trained. So I think I'll aid you.
sure.
What about you, Richard? What do you got?
0.
I'm 2, so this is going to be an excellent investigation.
Oof.
Oof.
Right and right.
Oh and no.
Okay. So we'll start with the southern ward. It is quiet. You can hear a lot of just various sounds of businesses and small little workshops and whatnot. Most of the children are off of the street, and you do not feel at all like there are any goblins or gnoll or anything about. You thought you saw a gazer crossing a rooftop, but that could have been easily any number of things, as you caught it only out of the corner of your eye.
An extremely fat pigeon.
An extremely fat pigeon. Obese. Uh, Unfortunately, then you start to feel like somebody's watching you.
So we're being watched.
Mm-hmm. In fact,
And-
why don't you two specifically, both of you, give me a perception?
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow, the dice bot hates us today.
I mean, I was doing well before this. This is I still. Oof, yeah, I still we're all rolling
Well,
really bad now.
luckily, 10-4. As you're walking around a corner, out of the corner of your eye, you see a child, and he's hiding like behind a barrel, just keeping his eye on you guys. And he seems to be slowly trailing, and you can see he has in his rope belt and his clothing a wooden sword, and he's like stealthily trying to follow you guys.
I turn around. Actually, no. Trying to think. Yeah, yeah. I know that's sad. That is sad.
It is sad.
He's not that good at stealth, so the target number was 10.
That's sad.
It is sad.
Okay, I tap.
It is sad, isn't it?
I tap Venerius on the shoulder and like point out what's happening. They're saying basically trying to somebody like what do you gonna do kind of thing.
It's just a kid, probably.
He's probably thinking we might be out of the.
If he thinks we're a mark, we're on to him now. So
Him.
we've got that going. If he is just following us because we're people wearing armor and carrying swords,
I look around some more. Not that I know this one. Just check if there's any other ones. Do I get anything else there, Ed?
No, you don't see anything else.
yeah, no, I'm still not seeing anything.
He's stopped outside of a certain distance of you guys. You could easily 10-4 point him out to Venerius.
I had already done that basic thing, tapping my
Yeah.
shoulder, saying
Yeah,
kind of like do a
yeah.
jerk head thing, saying look that way kind of thing.
But yeah, he seems to be the only child down the street that you're on. You're currently on Coach Street. But unless yeah, he's just tailing you, it seems.
I'm wondering you try and listen to what he's. Can we? Is he saying kind of?
He's not saying anything. He's just watching you.
Do you want to do the same round the corner, wait for him to come around trick that we always do?
Yes. Might as well. I guess do a stealth roll, I guess, to see if we can. Ed,
Yeah, go for
wow, jeez, not rolling above 10 at all.
my dude. What's going on?
These,
I got a 13. And we got a 14.
Mhm.
jeez,
Okay.
rolls are turning pretty bad now.
Well, luckily for you, you do still sneak on him, and he runs into you.
What does he say? Kind of thing.
So how are you hiding around as he's coming around this corner?
Like if there's some like sort of alcove or doorway or something, just kind of tuck in there. And as he's looking around confusingly, looking for us, just kind of come out and maybe put a hand on his shoulder.
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Hi.
Hello, hmm.
Uh, hmm.
So what are you doing?
I'm just passing by.
Raising an eyebrow, kind of saying, Adam. Actually, no, I can't raise it. Damn it.
Raise a his robo eyebrow.
Yes.
Also, just passing by for the last few blocks,
Uh, hmm.
keeping out of line of sight.
Yeah. Okay, I was following you.
Obviously.
It's because you're the same as that other one.
Which other one?
You. She said her name was 420.
uh,
And she was playing music.
There's another.
I guess there's another Warforged in Waterdeep.
Where is she?
Did you? Where did you last see her?
I don't know. She was going from tavern to tavern playing music.
Was she accompanied by anyone?
No.
Hmm. Well, this
So,
is a bit of a mystery.
do you play music?
Not really.
Hmm.
Sorry about that. Did you see her? When did you last see her?
It's been a while. She was trying to talk people into going on an adventure down to this thing called the Yawning Portal. That's the name of that tavern, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Over in the dock ward.
Hmm.
Of course, a lot of adventurers meet there, so maybe she was looking for a crew. I'll have to ask about it next time we're over there.
Well, okay. So you don't play music. What do you
Sorry.
do?
I make drinks.
Drinks. Hmm. Like juice or water? Or do you make alcohol?
The last one.
I mean,
Oh.
I assume we could really put whatever in there and see what comes out, but
No, you're not messing with my equipment.
I'm not messing with it. I'm just saying that, like, I'm sure you could dispense juice if you put your mind to it and weren't busy fermenting.
Mm. I uh, always busy creating more alcohol for the tavern, so no time for that.
That's fair, I guess. Either way, thank you for telling
Thank you
us
for
about this, kid.
thank you for telling us. Do you know if the other one like goes is doing the same thing from ward to ward, or she kind of only saw her when she was in the southern ward?
Well, she was going from ward to ward, uh, not just here in the trade ward. She said something about needing to acquire people, and she played really nice music, and she said nice things, and people just went with her. At least she was built to be a her, kind of like you're built to be a dude. Anyway, if you don't play music, you're kind of boring. I'm
Okay.
going. Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Bye.
He just leaves, kind of upset.
Well, clearly he hasn't had any of your brew yet, because he would know you're anything but boring.
Yeah. So I don't think someone his age would be able to survive drinking that kind of stuff.
Probably not. We should probably get heading back though. It's getting late.
Yeah. At least. Sounds like if you all of a sudden agreed, I'm wondering if it's any enchantment there, or is it just her people wanting to do something different for the day?
I guess it's a question.
Well, I guess the question is, if they arrive at the yawning portal, we can get what word confirm it or not. If they never arrive, then definitely something else. It's on the way back. We can drop by and do a quick check-in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Gnarl.
Howdy, motherfucker.
Hey,
Whoa.
Gnarl and Marza. You guys are also examining this time specifically in the field ward. Luckily, enough people know Marza and what she can do that all the people who would mess with you just fuck right off. They do not want to be a part of that. Same with you, Gnarl. You're a big null.
So there's just a couple of occasions of people jumping out of banners going, "Ho, hi, I was just going."
Nice to see you, Marza. Hope it's not too soon again.
Mm-hmm.
You go along the fieldway mostly. Eventually, you hear dismayed shouting coming from Salt Pork Street.
Oh no, not my favourite snack. Yeah.
And as you get down the street, you see a cart that seems to have been demolished.
Oh shit.
And the owner of said cart is just standing there, shocked, shouting, pointing down an alley.
Yeah, Noel will just trot towards him, unshouldering his rifle. What's going on?
It just ripped the entire string of cutlets.
Cut. It stole your meat
Yeah.
and managed to do that to the cart.
Uh-huh.
He's just going to turn around and look at Marza. Is this really worth us looking at?
What did this?
It was big and black.
It's probably worth taking a quick look, I guess.
Probably.
Alrighty, I will let you guys either give me a perception or investigation check.
Alright. Oof. Starting to just like prepare to
You
suffer.
guys find nothing, but meanwhile, there is a bear that has become satiated for a day.
You know what? I'm happy we missed it then.
Okay.
This is getting ridiculous.
I think it happens. You just don't find anything for the day. It happens.
It's
So,
the thing is, you're like dangling pot threads and we keep on missing them. Seems like.
I like
Well,
how...
I'm definitely fleshing out like things for you to look into. That's what I'm trying to do this session.
We're trying. We're just failing horribly.
But whatever that big black thing was, it got away with that meat.
I mean, if it wasn't stealing a string of children, probably not our biggest problem right now.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, we'll bring up specifically what Rava is doing with typically the Troll Skull Abbey. And let's see, the rest of you are not here. But since I have a specific street for this, I will use it. But yeah, you've been made aware that there is the home of one Vincent. My quiet Nate.
Hi, I'm here.
Hello, welcome.
So yes, Dick Trench.
So the outside of this agency, this business, is unremarkable. It only is distinguished by a sign that is an orange and black sign that features a cat's eyes.
Okay.
You can see that there is a bell on the outside specifically to ring.
Yeah, she rings this bell.
You, as you walk up to it and ring the bell, you hear various locks, like a lot of different locks being unlocked from the inside, and the opens, and you can see a very, very well-dressed man in.
Are
He's a
you
human.
Vincent Trench?
I am indeed. He has a sharp suit, and he has a slim pipe in hand.
Well,
Can I be of service?
I am Rabafira, and I am one of the owners of Troll Skull Manor, and I am in of a detective.
Then I'm in here to offer you my services. Why don't you come in?
Excellent.
And he'll
I
bring
am,
you
by the
into
way,
his.
realizing that Rav looks exactly right now like the kind of dame that would walk in
Yeah.
and in a in an old school noir show or whatever.
Inside of his apartment, it is regal. This is a very nice apartment. There's a flickering oil lamp. He has cabinets. He has bookshelves. Has a large desk that he sits behind. You can see that there's a fainting couch to the side.
please know that this is just going to be Frank Drebin now.
Okay. In any case, so I am investigating a series of child kidnappings.
The Xanathar kidnappings.
Aye. And I was hoping perhaps that you might know something that could help, or perhaps find something. Ideally, I'm in the mind to put a stop to all this.
Really?
Mm.
You want to cut off this at the head?
I do.
I
And
haven't
for
had
that,
anyone come to
I'm going to need a skilled detective.
I can get you information on anyone or anything. The question is, what specifically you want and how much you're willing to pay.
I need to know who's behind these kidnappings.
Oh, that you don't even need to pay. It's he runs that organization.
He's the one directing it?
It'll stop if he disappears.
Then I'd like to know how to get at him.
I can look into that.
And I guess the interim, where they keep these kids. Specific locations, their hideouts, places I could liberate.
Hmm. Investigating the entire guild, Xanathar's entire guild. That's a complex problem. Normally, if it was any old bloke, I'd say 50 dragons would suffice. For this, I think you're going to need to repay me in kind with assistance down the road.
Oh, what kind of assistance? What kind of assistance could I offer you?
Oh, sometimes I need someone to keep a tab on someone for me that I can't be currently watching. Sometimes I need to teach somebody that remaining within Waterdeep would be a bad idea. Lots of different jobs, but to deal with the Xanathar's guild specifically, I'm going to need your help with another problem I have.
All right. I think that's something that could be arranged.
Good to know. Well, I'll begin looking into this, and I'll let you know what I need to with. It's
Well,
a
you know where to
pleasure
find me.
meeting you specifically. And yes, I do. Hmm.
Oh, and just a little side question. What's the name of this newspaper again?
Oh, the one
The
that you had
Outlook.
found. Yeah, the Outlook. It was specifically the Outlook Dispatch.
Are you familiar with the Outlook Dispatch?
It's a paper that's commonly peddled up here in the Northern Ward.
My friends and I happened to come across, well, it was more palmed to us, this paper here. She slides it over to him.
Pick it up and he begins to read it.
Sounds a bit like this trying to predict the future. Have you run anything like that before?
Hmm. It happens sometimes, not frequently.
With the outlook?
With papers within the city, it's not always the outlook.
So I suppose it's something I should, my friends and I should keep a watch out then.
I mean, you can.
Well, just in case anything here would aid in future cases, it's all yours.
I'll. Hmm. Well, thank you.
She'll nod her head, and then yeah, I guess she will head out, just saying, I hope to hear from you soon.
It'll be only a matter of time. And with that, my dudes, I would like to call our session for the night since it is almost 9 my time, 11
Yeah,
your time,
probably
and
some
I
sleepy
don't even
boys.
know what time you lose. I'm so sorry.
It's 5 a.m. my time, but I actually got to sleep a little early, so I'm okay.
That's
Okay.
good at least.
But yeah, I think I'll call it here, and you guys have given things to work with.
Cool.
All right.
Also,
Plot.
Tyler, you should be level 3 at this point, I believe.
Did I
Yes,
say
he said level 2.
Yeah.
Oh. that is my bad? You are level 3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just want to make sure
We're
you weren't
still- we're
accidentally still only at
We
level
still
3.
we still get murdered, but it's
Level
Yeah.
level 3 party murdered by Xanathar.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Look, it's
In
all
other
it's
news,
all about
water
accuracy. Not being some shitty rag that's admittedly already correct about the fucking bear, but okay, never mind.
Yeah, they got the bear thing spot on.
I
Funny
really
that.
hope they're not spot on about me blowing up a large section of the North Ward.
Hey, please don't do that.
I'm trying
Well,
not to.
They gave multiple reasons for that, but one of their assumptions was that it was the null. Clearly, he went back to the scene of the crime.
Why would you do that? Why would you go back to the scene of the crime?
I don't know.
Don't do that.
Bring that up with future me.
Hey, future Gnarl. Why'd you do that?
It's just Null with a mustache. Didn't even grow it out, he just stuck one on.
You see, this wouldn't be a problem if Gnarl was the most respected doctor in all of
All of
Water.
one.
It's true, yeah. It's true.
This is going to turn into some kind of diagnosis murder bullshit, isn't it? Where Null's a doctor but solves murders on the side.
I'd watch that show.
Oh, man.
Okay, yeah, 100%. I'm on board
We're
with
just
that.
Dick Van
sounds
Dyke
interesting.
occasionally tears a motherfucker's throat out.
It's like, why is
I'd watch that show.
Why is the hyena just saving lives and
Hey, look, if Doogie Howser could be a thing, this can be a thing.
oh,
Alright. Well, thank you very much for the session, Ed. This has been fun.
Yeah, I had fun.
that was interesting.
Yee.
mhm.
I will catch y'all later.
Catch you later.